Yo my ningens, what is up, what is good? It is your boy Sevy the Savage, and we are back at it again with a new video. Today I want to talk to you guys about some characters that me myself personally would want to see in 2xKO. Now, just fair warning, I do not play League. I don't know a whole lot about all the characters that I'm about to list off. This is me going purely based on their skills, their abilities, and just me personally liking the characters. So I don't really know a lot. I don't play League heavy, so this is just me going based off what I like about these characters and what I could potentially see them have in the fighting game. I'm going to reference fighting game characters who have similar aesthetics or just similar abilities and stuff like that. So here we go, ningens. Without further ado, let's fuck it up. Okay, so for starters, Akali is my #1 pick. I am a fan of hers. I like the way she looks. I like the way that she plays. She's like a assassin type character, and sort of like an assassin slash ninja type character. So give her some stuff similar to, I guess, Strider, Zeku, Ibuki, just ninja type characters in fighting games. So give her a teleport, give her kunai throws, give her dashes, give her a wall cling, give her a strike that makes her pass through the opponent, give her I guess we'll say a smoke screen type move that lets her vanish almost, and give her a way to do a high-low mix-up off of that'd probably be cool. I mean, it sounds broken, but I think that would be cool for Akali. I don't know, you guys give me your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you think that would be a dope-ass moveset for Akali? Let me hear your thoughts. Okay, so the next character that's on my list is Kayn. Now, if you guys know me, you know I like my characters with scythes. You know I like scythes. You know I like characters with scythes. I'm a huge fan of the whole scythe thing. I like it. I'm a huge fan. So I had to pick Kayn for my next pick. Now, I don't really know how he would play, but I know from reading his lore and stuff that he has there's an entity in the scythe that he wields that tries to take control, kind of sort of like Soul Edge from Soul Calibur. I'm not saying give him basically the Soul Edge moveset or the Nightmare moveset, but maybe something similar, or have a meter to where if you use the scythe enough, the entity in the scythe maybe takes over, and he has an install state that makes his moves do more damage but drains his health, kinda similar to Nagariyuki, when he goes into the blood state, the vampire state that he does when he uses his special moves a little too much. But here's a couple of examples of attacks that he could probably have. He could have a scythe move that is not a 360, but covers both sides of the screen. He has a scythe move that makes him teleport, a scythe move that pulls the opponent in, kind of similar to what Darius has. And he could have a scythe move that, yeah, let's give him a move that is similar to Nagariyuki. When Nagariyuki bites you, he drains some of his blood meter. Let's give him a command grab that when he grabs you, he absorbs some of your health, and that drains the meter down, so where he doesn't have to immediately pop the uncontrollable state that he would go into, kind of similar to Nagariyuki's blood-sucking universe move. What do you guys think? Think that's a good moveset? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Okay, for my next pick, I'm going to pick Zari. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking Zari's moveset would look like. Okay, so she has a charge electrical tackle thing, a charge tackle that can go into different things depending on what button you press, kind of like a Rekka. So there is the normal, just don't do anything, charge tackle. Then if you press a button, she can vault over the enemy, maybe come down in air normal, or just land and go for like a high, go for a low, or just go for, maybe just let it go for a high-low mix-up. The other option, she stops dead in her tracks and shoots her gun that's like infused with the electricity, so it does a little bit more damage. Okay, so her last like charge tackle option, say if she's comboing somebody and she does a charge tackle and the opponent's in the air, she charges at the wall, give her the option to maybe like vault off the wall to get like an air normal or an air action to where she could just continue her combos like that. I think that would be pretty cool. So for her other options, give her like just like a basic like fire projectile with her gun. Okay, now stop me if this sounds a little broken. So she has an overdrive or an overhaul state in league, to where she's just surrounded by electricity and she does more damage and stuff like that. Make that an install and give her a basic like gun projectile, like a gunshot. She can decide whether she shoots it in a straight line or whether she shoots it in the air, or basically like that. And if she's in the air, she can shoot it on the ground, stuff like that. Now in this install state, let the bullet do more damage, let it have like an electrical field and does more damage. It can even give the opponent like a shock state to where she can follow up with combos, but let it have like a trail of lightning that stays on the screen for like a certain amount of time, so she has some sort of like screen control going on. So she can shoot it on the ground and she can shoot in the air. If she's in the air, she shoots it on the ground. That way the opponent has to think twice, like, okay, how do I approach this? Since she's setting up all these like electrical like trails everywhere, it makes the opponent have to think instead of just charging in. So I think that'd be a cool idea for her. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Give her a bomb, kind of similar to what Evelynn had in Guilty Gear Xrd, but make this bomb like an electrical bomb. And if it hits you, you are in like a shock state, so she can follow for a combo. But it doesn't give her the shock state if the opponent's blocking it. So that way she still has a mix up off of the bomb and it's not completely useless. But it could maybe go away if she gets hit, maybe. I don't know. I don't want it to go away if she's blocking though, because that kind of like defeats the purpose a little bit, even though it does kind of make it broken. I'm here for a tag. This is a tag game. I want all the broken shit in the world. So yeah, give her a bomb, make it go away if she gets hit. If she's blocking, it doesn't go away. If the opponent gets hit, she can follow up with a combo. I want all that grimy shit in the tag game. But anyways, that's it for Zari. Okay, something else I want to point out in the install. Okay, so in the install, like the install has a meter and everything. Let her use however much meter she has left to basically regen her health. Not by a lot, just like by a little bit. If she can, like, use it like as like a way to like drain all of her meter as she has like a little bit of health left, or she gains a little bit of health. That way she doesn't die as quickly. Maybe make her a glass cannon if they give her this. Maybe not a glass cannon, but just make her like squishy. Not too squishy, but squishy enough. Maybe kind of similar to, no, not like Phoenix, but something similar to where she's squishy, but she has the ability to regen health. That way it balances itself out. All right, now we gotta go with one of my favorite characters in League. I know Akali's bae, but I gotta go with one of my other favorite characters. We talking about Wukong right now. So Wukong is basically kind of self-explanatory. If you know Journey to the West, hell, if you know Dragon Ball, like OG Dragon Ball, basically what Goku was based off of. So just simple attacks. Give him like his staff, give him like a staff swing to where he can like just come down with his staff at like a certain range depending on like what button you press. The staff is like short, medium, and long. Gives like good screen coverage. All right, now stop me if this sounds broken. Let him use his Nimbus Cloud as like a flight mechanic. Now let him go 8 ways, but he only has a certain amount of time to use the Nimbus. Like there's like a little like meter for the Nimbus, and it goes down whenever he hops on it, but it allows him to have like a flight, sort of like a pseudo flight mechanic basically. If not that, let him have like a wall cling, kind of like how Strider has in Marvel vs. Capcom, to where he can cling on the wall and he can jump up or he can jump down, basically. Well, more similar to like Lancelot and Strider, basically. That would be a cool idea. Okay, if this isn't in one of his super moves, let him use his clones, kind of sort of like how Krillin does his after image move in Dragon Ball FighterZ, to where he dashes forward and he can go out of like different options with the after image. Like he can go high, he can go like a high attack, he can, if you hold a button, he just moves forward, so you can go for like a low attack, you can go for like a throw, something sort of similar to that. Basically just a way to utilize his clones as a way of like mixing the opponent up. I think that would be a cool option if the clone isn't used for like a super move or something like that. I think that'd be a cool idea. Also, give him like a projectile move to like where he throws his staff, and you can do like a follow-up input to make the staff like bigger, to where he can like throw it in a straight line or he can throw it up in the air. That way he has like an option to like do at least a little bit of screen control, because he's going to be an up close fighter. He has the whole staff thing, so he's going to be an up close fighter. So give him like a projectile where he throws his staff, and depending on the button, you can throw it straight, you can throw it in the air, and let the follow-up be let him expand the staff like he does in every sort of fiction that he's in. But don't make it too big. Let's make it like a normal, reasonable size, to where it's not like covering the entire screen. Let cover just not half of the screen, but like a good chunk of the screen. Let's make it fair. Okay, so the next character we are talking about is Twisted Fate. Now, originally when I first saw this character, I'm like, oh yeah, no, let's make him play like Gambit from Marvel vs. Capcom. But the more I looked at his moveset, I'm like, he might have to play like Asuka from Guilty Gear Strive. So let's give him maybe like a 20, 10, 15, 5 cards to use in between battle. Not as many as Asuka, because goddamn, that man has so many fucking cards. It's like playing fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! It's ridiculous. Let's give him a reasonable amount of cards that he can shuffle between, and each card gives him a different like ability. Makes him move faster, gives him a damage buff, gives him a new special move. Toss one of the cards, and if you toss a card, let him teleport. Let that be a separate move though. Let him like be able to like throw cards as projectiles. He can throw it in the air, he can throw it on the ground, something similar to how Johnny does in Guilty Gear Strive. But let him be able to teleport to that card, so he has a way to like get around the screen, so he's not just like stuck in one spot and he gets steamrolled by like a rushdown character or something like that. Let's make it a little bit fair. Now let's make the card regen reshuffle easy for him. It's a tag fighter, so if he's out of cards, he's able to tag out, give it some time. All right, he got his cards back, you can tag him back in. Now he's able to like do his little card stuff again. I think that'd be cool. That's really it. This character may or may not be broken. I don't know, we just gotta wait and see. Okay, so the very last character that I want to talk about, that I want to see in 2x KO, is Evelynn. Now this character is kind of sort of unique from what I've seen of her. In my head, I'm like, let her kind of play like Hilda, but not like super duper zony. Alright, here's how I'm thinking Evelynn will be able to use like her spikes. Let her use it as a way of not getting around. Like when she throws it on the ground, and then it pops up to where the opponent is. Let her use it as like a command grab, basically, to where she like pulls the opponent in, she does like an attack or something. Let her like swing it, and it creates like a projectile wave that like goes across the screen. Let her have like a up close command grab, to where like she like kisses the opponent and it drains some of their health. and she gains her health back. Let her have not a movement option from her spikes, but let her use it as like a way of like teleporting, if that makes sense, because she has like a teleport in the game. So let her have like a teleport, like move around, so she's not as like zoner heavy as like Hilda or somebody similar to her, basically. Or we could just take out the teleport entirely and just make her a zoner like Hilda, and she gets on everybody's nerves. I don't know. What do you guys think? Make her a zoner? Make her not a zoner? Let me hear your thoughts down in the comments below. But anyway, ningens, that is all. That is it. Let me know your list of characters that you would want to see in 2xKO. The beta comes out in August. I am hyped for it. I can't wait. I'm gonna catch all you ningens later. Hope you all enjoyed. Bang, bitches.